Good evening. I hope this is not the inappropriate time to speak. Is this okay? Could I speak? Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me. I want to start off by saying that, there's been some public comments made by the chief, myself, Eric Echevarria, and it seems to be portrayed that there is a fight between the police department and the Park District. That is completely incorrect. The question that was posed to the chief of police was, if this was your event, what would you do? And I said I would cancel it. And I stick by that. It is not my event. It is the park's event. And I think people forget that the parks has its own police department as well. So I just want to state that. But I also want to say that what my statements were should not be a black eye on the Park District. This Park District is a phenomenal park district. I want to reiterate that. It is a phenomenal park district. I was hired here in 2021, and one of the first places I came was here. I use the Park District. My son plays soccer. He's played basketball. He's done numerous other things here, tennis. I can go on. We use the parks, the trails. It is and I brag about this. I brag about the zoo. I don't know if you know, there's only 3 lions in the state, right? One of them is here. And I say that. I have a lion. I might use some other words, but I have a lion. When I brag to other chiefs, I have a lion in this city. And I think it's a compliment to what we have. And I think if you live here, you miss, if you've been part of it. I've only been here going on 3 years. The Park District is phenomenal. So please quote that, media, and not some of the other things that come up. But please quote, it is a phenomenal park district. And I've never asked to cancel all events. And I never even said cancel this whole event. Cancel what's in the evening, the fireworks portion of it, and let's plan on something else. There's other options here. But yes, I did say cancel July 3rd, that portion. I'm not going to disagree with that. I still stick by that. And I'm publicly saying I don't agree with that portion of it because there are issues. But I took some notes. Yes, we are a big city police department. That is correct. And I think logical people of good heart will realize there's some issues. In 2021, when I got here, fine, I'm observing. 2022 was my first July 3rd event and my first July 4th event. There were some issues that year. I brought those issues up to the Park District. I said, I recommend you don't have it in 2023. It went in 2023. My ask was, if you're going to do it in 2023, could you let everybody know to come ride with the police department so you can see firsthand what is going on? It's not a hypothetical. You will be able to see what's going on, and you can see what's going on in and around the neighborhoods, right? So you can make a better decision 2024. That offer was not taken up. I still offer that if we have an event. And if the event does go in 2024, I'm publicly saying the police department, the Peoria Police Department is going to not throw their hands up and say we're not going to be there. Of course we're going to support. Emily Cahill and I have a phenomenal relationship. The Park District has all kinds of events in the city, and I participate in those events personally. I've been at Soul Fest. I think some of y'all see me dancing out there. Don't criticize me on my moves, but I've been out there. There are plenty of events that happen. The balloon, the jump house, beautiful event. There is a ton of events. I've never asked to cancel any events. 0 other events have I asked to cancel. I haven't even asked to cancel this whole event, just a portion of the event. Yes, I know people are supportive of the police department, and we are reactionary, right? But I'm trying to be proactive by saying, let's not do this portion of it at least this year. I wrote some notes down. 2018 was not the last major event. I had a meeting recently that included other staff from the city, the president, and Emily Cahill, and I showed videos of what occurred last year. And trustees, you're invited to come to my office and sit down and watch some of these videos. I can't give them to you because, there's some FOIA requests. But I might be able to show you some of those videos in my office, right, and show you stabbing victim from the park last year. We had somebody pitch a gun last year in the park and take off running, and we never found that gun. School resource officers were taken from their schools, which they have to watch. And I will say Chief Boone brought his officers into the park to assist. And thank you for that. I have plenty of videos. I put out the stats to show what that was, and I made a promise to people here that I would not make any more public statements. I made my public statement when I made it, and I didn't want to give up. Again, I don't want these statements to be taken out of context. The parks are phenomenal. We don't get calls in the parks. The park district handles their calls if there are any, and if they need help, we're there, and we're going to be there if you continue to need help. I'm trying to wrap it up here for you guys because I know I'm on a time limit.
Got 1 minute.
Thank you. If we had more parents like Christine and her daughter and Mr. Richard who go out there with their children, that's not the issue that we're facing. If you come, and I'm more than happy to show you what we have, we're talking about the unaccompanied minors that are coming out there. And yes, I agree with War Muhammad, the music, right? But the municipal band isn't playing bad music, right? But I do agree, there's a lot of factors involved in this. So I agree with a lot of things that were said here by everybody, and I disagree with some. I think we should have a daytime event. Your gentleman that said crime is not in the park, he's correct. We're not asking, if the assumption is that the police is asking to close the parks, absolutely not. I use the parks. I think my son's been at the park all day since he got out of school on his bike, as a matter of fact, with his friends. We're asking for realistic expectations. I think, we have people here that have to make decisions. You're right, the leadership of this city needs to make decisions. I made my decision. Don't have the event. Don't have that portion of the event at least, and I'm gonna stick by that. I'm trying to be proactive, and again, if something does happen, you've been warned. But again, our parks, please media, get this, the parks are phenomenal. Keep using the parks. Don't misconstrue what we're saying here. The parks are phenomenal. I love the parks. My family loves the parks. And this city has greeted us with open arms, including the Park District was the first place we came and got a whole packet of everything in the parks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Name is Mark Smith, Peoria, lifelong Peoria resident.